Hi everyone, I'm Manoj from SAP SD by Manoj Tony. In this session, we'll learn customer account group. So here we'll discuss about customer account group for a real-time project. This session will be more helpful for those who are attending interviews and also for beginners. So guys, before going to start this session, if you have not subscribed our channel yet, then please subscribe our channel and click on bell icon to get time to time notification for upcoming sessions. So guys, most importantly, we have to know what is the main objective of customer account group. So what customer account group controls? So customer account group controls one-time customer. It controls number ranges of the customer master. It controls fields of customer master, whether to go for suppress, optional, mandatory or display. And it controls partner determination procedure. It, it will help to determine customer pricing procedure while creating customer master. So in customer master, sales area data views, in sales tab, we have customer pricing procedure. It will be determined from account group, which will help to determine pricing procedure in sales order. Then it will help to determine text determination, because text procedure we assign customer text procedure. In account group we have two text procedure. One is central text procedure and another one is sales and distribution text procedure. Last but not least, it controls and it will help to classify the customer, whether domestic customer or export customer. If it is a domestic customer, then it will classify whether it is a sold to party, shipped to party, billed to party, and payer. And also it will help to classify whether it is one-time customer or a regular customer, it is a plant as a customer or employee as a customer. So finally, account group will help to classify the customers. Then in standard, what are the account groups we know? First, 0001 is for sold to party. 0002 is for shipped to party. 0003 payer. 0004 is for bill to party. Then CPD, one time customer internal number ranges assignment. CPDA, one time customer external number ranges assignment. So in standard, we know 6 account groups. One is sold to party, shipped to party, payer, bill to party, one time customer internal assignment, one time customer external assignment. So in real time project, what are the account group stage? So first we'll talk about domestic customers. So for domestic customer, we have sold to party, shipped to party, bill to party, and payer. So for domestic customer, we have 4 different account groups. Then now we'll move to export customer. Again, for export customer, we have separate account group for sold to party, ship to party, payer, and bill to party. So guys, for domestic customer, we have 4 account groups. For export customer, again we are having another 4 account groups. So till now total we have 8 account groups. Apart from this, we have plant is a customer. So plant, we have different account group for plant. Employee as a customer, different account group. One time customer internal number ranges assignment, one time customer external number ranges assignment. For our project we have 12 account groups. Then now I would like to brief you about when plant will be a customer, when employee will be a customer, and what is one time customer. So what is plant customer? So for the intention of stock transport order, we create receiving plant as a customer in supplying sales area. Suppose now we are transferring the stock from M100 to T100 plant. So here supplying plant is M100 and T100 is our receiving plant. So we have to create receiving plant as a customer in supplying sales area. Again, whenever we are transferring the stock from T100 to M100, for T100 plant, M100 plant will be our customer. So in SAP system, each and every plant will be each and every plant is a customer. So we have to create each plant as a customer in SAP systems. Then next we have to see when employee will be a customer. So first scenario, when employee will purchase goods and services from his company, then company means business will create employee as a customer over here. And from that customer code, business will sell goods to employee. Then next scenario, when you join in an organization, then company will create you as a customer. Then they will allocate assets through consignment process. So what are the assets generally they are allocating? They are allocating laptops, headphones, and mouse. So after creating customer master, they will go for the consignment fill up process. Okay. So when an employee leaves a company, then that can be tracked by consignment process. What are the consignment stocks we have for that customer? Means what are the assets he is holding. So we'll do this process in SAP. Then next process. When employee will be a customer. Suppose we'll talk about sales employee. One sales employee is selling CAM. Then we have to allocate CAM for demo purpose. Again, we have to allocate assets through consignment fill up process. So in these three process, we have to create employee as a customer. Then one-time customer. So first we have to understand what is one-time customer. One-time customer, it is the one with whom the business does not deal on a regular basis. So it may be one time, it may be once in a while. For this, we create the master record wherein customer specific details are not saved, as we will not dealing with this customer in future. We can take an example of lifestyle. So lifestyle is dealing 1,000 numbers of customer in a day. Suppose they will create each customer as a regular customer. Then it takes, we have to create, if we will go for customer master creation, it takes around 3 to 4 minutes for a customer. So 1,000 customer means 1,000 into 3 minutes a day, which is not possible. So for this region, we have to go for one-time customer. So what is one-time customer? We have to create one customer code for all customers. So when we create sales order for one-time customer, when we enter one-time customer, system will ask for name and address of the customer. Every time when you create sales order for each and every customer, we have to ask their name and address. So what is the advantages of one-time customer? It will save the time of end user. No need to go for customer master creation for all customers. We use only one customer code. Then next advantages. Suppose if we create every day 1,000 numbers of customers are visiting to the counter and they are purchasing goods from lifestyle. Then every day if we create 1,000 customers in our system, then unnecessarily it will consume the database of the server. If you will use one-time customer, then it will save the database. So retail sale, when we will go for cash sales, we will use one-time customer always. Then quick question, what is the purpose of account group? So purpose of account group is it controls the number ranges of the customer master. Second point, it controls one-time customer. And it controls all fields in customer master, whether any field, if you want to go for mandatory, if you want to make mandatory, then you can make it mandatory through account group, display through account group, mandatory optional through account group. If you want to suppress this, then you can make it suppress in account group. And account group will help to determine partner function, partner determination, because we assign partner determination procedure in account group. Then next, it will help to determine customer pricing procedure while creating customer master. In sales area, in customer master sales area data, we have sales tab. Under sales tab, we have customer pricing procedure. So what is the purpose of customer pricing procedure? It will help to determine pricing procedure into sales order. This is one parameter to determine pricing procedure into sales order. Then next point is what? Text determination. So in customer master, we are having two types of text. What are those? First is central text and another one is sales and distribution text. So after configuration, after text determination configuration for customer master, we assign text procedure in sales order. Then next, it will help to classify the customer, whether it is sold to party, ship to party, bill to party, payer, or it is a domestic customer or export customer, one-time customer or regular customer, or employee customer or plant customer. So it will, through account group, we can classify customers into different groups. Then next, what are the standard account groups you know? We know 6 standard account groups. What are those? Sold to party 0001, ship to party 0002, payer 0003, bill to party 0004, CPD one-time customer internal number ranges assignment, CPDA one-time customer external number ranges assignment. Then next question is very important questions. They're asking very frequently, how many account group you have implemented for your client? So here we have different set of account group for domestic customer, and we have different set of account group for export customer, just like different sold to party, ship to party, bill to party, and payer for domestic and export customers. Apart from this, we have created employee as a customer. So for employee customer, we have separate account group. Plant as a customer, we have separate account group. Then one-time customer internal number ranges assignment, one-time customer external number ranges assignment. Then now we'll discuss about the path. What is the path to create account group? So now go to SAP system and go to path, SPRO, SAP reference IMG. Then go to logistic general. Inside logistic general, we are having business partner. Under business partner, we are having customers. Then controls. Then we have define account group for field selection customers. So this is the transaction code OVT0. Okay. Then next we'll discuss about the transaction code. So guys, we are having two transaction code. One is OVT0 and another one is OBD2. But here we have some differences are there. So OVT0 already opened. Now I'll open OBD2. OBD2. Double click on account group, any account group, then go to OBD2. Now this is OBD2 transaction. So guys, in OBD2, we are having less numbers of control, less number of fields as compared to OVT0. In OVT0, we are having number ranges. Here we don't have any number ranges. Here we are having text determination procedure, but OBD2 we don't have text determination procedure. Here we are having customer pricing procedure, partner determination. Here we don't have customer pricing procedure and partner determination. So this is the difference. Sometimes they are asking this these T codes. What is the difference between OVT0 and OBD2? So guys, please remember. Then in OVT0, first control is number range. So guys, we have to discuss, we have to demonstrate each and every field one after another. So first we'll discuss number range. So friends, a number range. Number range controls the number range will help to allocate the number while creating customer master. So we are having two options. Either we can go for internal number ranges assignment, or else we can go for external number ranges assignment. So now we have to understand what is internal number ranges assignment and what is external number ranges assignment. Internal number ranges assignment. The range of object numbers that are assigned internally by SAP when a user attempts to create customer master. So when user will create customer master, when you will save this customer master by SAP, internally by SAP system, will allocate one number to a particular customer. So that is internal number ranges assignment. Then external number ranges assignment. What is external number ranges assignment? So range of the object numbers that can be manually assigned by the customer while creating customer master. So in initial screen, we have to pass customer code. Then only we have to go inside general data, company code data, and sales area data to fill all required entries. Okay, so this is all about number ranges. Then now we'll discuss when we'll go for the external number ranges. Guys, these are the scenarios where we'll use external number ranges. First, whenever we are uploading data from legacy system to SAP system. In our implementation project, we are uploading uh, data from legacy system to SAP. So suppose we are having 5,000 customer in legacy system. Then same customer number and same name address will be allocated for same customer code in SAP. Suppose I am giving one example. Suppose this is one customer code 4501 by name MT Technology. Then same code and same name will be assigned in SAP system. Then if we'll go for internal number ranges, then system will not allocate same number. It may be differ. So for this scenario, we have to go for external number ranges. Now employee as a customer. Suppose this is your employee ID, employee code. Then same code will be assigned to, when we create customer master, we want same code as employee code. And sometimes employee will be a vendor, because you are working for a company and you are a vendor for company. Whenever they will make the payment salary, they will create you as a vendor, and that salary will be credited to that vendor code. So vendor code, customer code, and employee code should be same for our reference purpose generally. So here again we have to go for the external number ranges assignment. Then next, plant as a customer. So whenever we are doing stock transport order from one plant to another plant, whenever we are transferring the stock from one plant to another plant, means supplying plant to receiving plant, then receiving plant we have to create receiving plant as a customer in supplying sales area. So each and every plant is a customer. So in SAP system we have to create customer code as well as vendor code as well. So this is our plant code M100. Then our customer code should be M100, same code. Vendor code will be M100, same code. So for this reason, we have to go for external number ranges assignment. Then next, how to define number interval. So path is same as account group. So now you can see define and assign number ranges. So this is the path. So define number ranges. OVZC. So guys, if we'll talk about the transaction codes, then we are having two transaction code to create number ranges, XDN1 or OVZC. These T codes are to create number ranges. Then what about OVT0 and OBAR? OVT0 and OBAR, this is the transaction code for account group, and here we can assign number ranges. Same here, OBAR is also transaction code to assign number ranges. Now go to OBAR. OBAR, here you can assign number ranges. Either you can use for assignment, either you can use OBAR or OBT0. For creation, these are the T codes. For assignment, below two are the transaction codes. Okay. Then now for testing purpose, we have to create account group, sorry, number ranges. So I will use transaction code XDN1 Then here you will find three options. First is display interval, create interval means change interval, then number ranges status. So if you go to display interval, then you can see all intervals. You cannot modify anything over here. If you want to create modify anything in number interval, then you have to go to change interval. Now I'll show you how to create the interval. Then click on line item. Then give any interval. Suppose I'll give interval as ky. Then I'll assign 1047 to 1050. Suppose enter. That is ky. Okay, ky. Save it. Save. Then now you go to your account group. Suppose I will use standard account group. Here we will maintain ky. Here you will maintain ky. Save it. Now what we have to do? We have to create customer master with this account group 0001. Then customer number will be starting from 1047. So let's see xt xt01 is the transaction code to create customer master. So account group is 0001. I'll insert only mandatory fields over here. Save. System allocated 1047 because here our interval was starting from 1047. Now go back and once again go to ky. You will get the number interval over here. Sorry, not number interval, NR status. You will get NR status. What is NR status? NR status contains the last assigned number for internal number range assignment. So you will get NR status only for internal number ranges only, not for external number ranges. Not for external number ranges. So now here you have to know what is external number ranges. External check indicator which determines whether the number ranges interval is external or internal. If you check this, then system will treat it as external. If you check this, then system will treat it as external. So go back. Now I will remove this internal number ranges assign. Now I will remove this NR status. Save. Then go back. KY. Go back. Then I will check this as external number ranges. Then what will happen? Check external number ranges. Okay. So same I have changed on same number KY and I have assigned KY to 000 account group KY 000. You can see. Then now we'll create customer master. Then how system will behave. Once again go to xt01. Enter. Now I have checked external over here. Where is this? External. Now I have checked external over here. So that is the reason system is asking customer number externally while creating customer master in initial screen. Initial screen. Account group sold to party 0001 uses external number ranges assignment. Specify an account number. So here you have to keep Now we don't know what is the number ranges assignment over here. If you don't know, give any number. If you enter any number, then when you press enter, system will specify that which account group need to be, which customer, which interval need to be assigned over here. You have to insert in between 1047 to 1050. Now I'll go to 1050. 1050. Enter. So this will be your customer number. Okay. Now this will be your customer number. Externally means now I am inserting externally while creating sales order. Sorry, not sales order here, customer master. Okay, here customer master. I have to insert it externally, and this number will be your customer number. Okay. Then next scenario, suppose you want to delete any interval in XDN1. Suppose now you want to delete this. So generally this is not recommended, but for practice purpose, I'll show you. If you want to delete this, then system will not allow to delete. Deletion not possible if status is initial. Status is initial means if you have number ranges status for any interval, then system will not allow to delete this. For practice purpose, if you want to delete, then 09. Now I want to delete 019. Then go back to NA status, make NA status as blank, remove NA status, save it. Yes. Then go back, go to change interval. Now you select 9. Now you can delete this interval. System will allow to delete interval. Save it. Save. Delete it. Okay. Then this is the transaction code path. Please remember. Then internal number ranges. Internal number ranges in support project for domestic and export customer. Generally, we are using internal number ranges. So internal number ranges already we have created internal number ranges. When you save this, internally SAP will allocate one. SAP system will allocate one number for a customer. So we have already discussed. Then first scenario, numeric domestic and export. When now this is external number ranges. When we'll go for the external number ranges, in implementation project. Suppose we are implementing from legacy to SAP. Then in legacy system we are having customer number. So we have to assign same customer with same name with same address. So we have to go for external number ranges assignment, or else system will not able to allocate the same number which we have in legacy system. But our requirement is system should update same customer number from legacy to SAP. Then next scenario, alphabet. If any number interval is alphabet, then by default we have to go for the external number ranges. Suppose plant code. My plant code is ABCD. Then here go to XDN1, how to assign alphabet number ranges. So go to last ZG. If you remove numeric from this interval, you maintain just alphabet over here, then system will treat it as alphabet. So in account group, I have already defined for plant, that will be XPLT something, XPLT, yes. For plant customer, I will maintain Z2. So in Z2, I have maintained alphabet. Now you create customer with this account group ELPT, where we have maintained J2, and J2 we have assigned interval as decimal A to Z. So now use this account group and try to create customer master. And once again I'll go to account group. So it is decimal. So if you check this, then system will treat it as external number ranges. If you uncheck this and if you try to save this, then system will ask to assign. If it is internal, then please go for numeric only. Save this, you will get the error for numeric. Enter a numeric number. If it is alphabet, then by default you have to select external in standard. So ELPT. Now you will create customer with ELPT account group. XT01. Select account group over here. ELPT. ELPT plant as a customer. Now you can assign any alphabet. DRFG. DRFG. Now this okay will be your customer number. So now I have assigning externally. Here we are assigning externally. So okay will be your customer number. Then next is what? When we'll go for the alphanumeric. If employee as a customer or plant as a customer, then we have to go for alphanumeric. So how to assign alphanumeric? Guys, first will be alphabet, then here you can add the numeric 0000, then I'll add 999. Save it. Then now Z2 will be treated as alphanumeric. So Z2 already assigned with ELPT again. So now create customer with ELPT, same account group. So now it will be numeric, alphanumeric. Alphabet M for alpha, M is alphabet and 100 is numeric. So now M100 will be your customer. Now M100 will be customer. So in this way you have to assign alphanumeric. Then next thing I would like to tell you, whenever you are going to assign any interval, suppose any interval existed and now you want to assign a new interval. So guys, from here please don't delete this. This is not recommended. And here, before going to assign any interval for customer master, then go to table SE69, go to table SE69. Then suppose now I want to assign from 4000 to 499. Then here you can check whether this interval is already used or not. If not, if used, then you will get the entries. So already we have created, already someone created with this key combination, already customer is there. Again you go back and you pass another one interval where customer has not been created yet, backend. Okay. So this is one thing you have to remember, and in real time please don't delete this interval. Okay. Then next, what I want to explain, NA status we know, last created number. Then NA status will come and system will read, determine, allocate NA status only for internal number ranges assignment, not for external number ranges assignment. Okay. So before this, why will create customer, why will create employee as a customer? Because suppose we are allocating some assets to this customer. So now we have to go for consignment fill up. Then customer code was 1050, not created. 47. So this is a customer. Then I will allocate laptop, optical mouse, then headphone, one quantity. So now I'm doing consignment fill up process. Save. Then delivery. Enter. So PGI. What are the assets we are allocating to this customer? 4047. We are giving laptop, optical mouse, headphone. Then click on PGI. After PGI, if you want to see for this customer what are the assets we have allocated, this customer is holding what assets. So you just go to MB51. Here enter customer number, then pass material code, optical mouse, headphone, execute. Okay, I'll pass here one variant, execute. Change customer code. If you remove this sales order number, then you will get allocated assets. Okay, I remove this sales order number, then execute. So we have allocated these assets to the customer. One headphone, one headphone, one laptop, one optical mouse. Okay, one headphone, one laptop, one optical mouse. So for this purpose, we have to create employee as a customer for asset allocation. Okay. Then guys, if you have doubt on account group and number ranges, then feel free to ask me. Next session we'll discuss about remaining fields which we have in account group, one-time customer, field status, then text procedure, auto determination procedure, text determination procedure, customer pricing procedure, competitor, and all. So guys, safety first. Wear helmet for your safety while riding. Fasten your seatbelt while driving. Don't mix drink and drive. Don't use mobile phone while driving. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video.